Well, hello everybody. Thanks for tuning in to my Survival Guide Let's Play on Java 1.17 Caves and Cliffs. This is episode 18, and today we are going to capture a zombie so we can zombify our villagers and get great trades, so stay tuned. Alright, so here you see we're at our village marketplace, which can be our trading hall here, and we've got a villager in place here. Now, I went and did a little bit of prep work. I traded with him a few times until I got a mending trade. So as you can see, we've got a mending trade here. Actually, it's a pretty cheap trade, 16 emeralds in a book. That's actually pretty good. That's towards the low side of what you can get. However, it's not 1 emerald, so that is going to be our goal. So in order to get these trades down to 1 and make it easy for us to get all the stuff that they trade, right now he's a novice, so it's just mending, or he'll trade paper for emeralds. That's fine. But if we get him up to master, there's a good chance we can get some better trades, and we will get these trades down to 1 emerald. Okay, and so we're going to do that. But in order to do that, we want to get a zombie, and we want to be able to only have to capture a zombie 1 time and use that same zombie over and over again easily on all these villagers. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to do the first one today. I've got a couple of temporary blocks out here that you'll see. So what I've done is this is where we're going to house. I didn't build this on camera because it's just a super simple little square box. This is going to be the zombie's house, and he'll sit under here and he'll be in the shade, and that way when it's daylight he won't burn up or anything like that. I'm probably going to have one of these trees have like some foliage over here so that we don't have any sunlight between the front of this little path he has to take to get in. I have a temporary block right here so that we can't mess up and send him away somewhere we're not ready to. That will come off. We have a switch here. I'll show you how all this works. But the idea is we want to have it so that I can send him in here anytime to infect somebody, send him back at will. In order to do that, we don't want him to have to be going through sunlight. So we'll just have to either extend one of these trees or plant another one and have the branches come over here so that anywhere directly above these rails, there is no direct sunlight. Okay, and this little trapdoor here, because like baby zombies are 1 block tall, but we have these rails here, so even baby zombies won't be able to get in here. But when you send villagers over here, these tracks going in this direction lead to our villager breeder and distribution collection center. They'll come in here and they will pass right through this even when the trap door is down, so no problems. I have a temporary block here right now. He doesn't need it. He's completely contained. He cannot get out of here, and we will eventually put a wall here once we're done zombifying and curing him. But for now, to capture the zombie, there is a chance that something could get in here, so if it does, this way we can't get him injured in any way before we're ready. He can't be injured this way either, because even if a zombie were to walk right up to him here, the zombie can't hit him from this distance. So we have the podium or the lectern in between him, so he'll be completely safe. As long as I don't blow him up with a creeper inadvertently, we'll be in good shape. Okay, so that's our precautions for this. Now, capturing this zombie is going to be not too tough, but it's going to be harder this way than another way. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little prep here. So we're going to remove, let's see. Okay, so we're going to remove these spaces here. We also want to dig a block out. I'll just use the stone because my shovel is so effective, man. You try to break 1 block and it breaks a whole bunch. Okay, so actually I should have left that one. We need to get out of here. All right. Okie doke, and now we'll put some trapdoors here. Okay, we don't need that one. Okay, we'll leave those open until we get a zombie to spawn out here. I took all the lanterns off of this back row here so it gets dark. Like I said, normally it's much easier. You just go into a big open field, you dig this little pit, and when you get a zombie you want to capture, you run across here, you open the doors, he thinks he can walk across, he falls in, you close him in, and you've captured a zombie. The other thing you want to have ready, you want to have a name tag ready right away because you want to be able to name him, otherwise he might despawn on you. And these trapdoors are important initially because if you don't get him out of the sunlight, like, you know, when you first catch him, it'll be night, so no problem. But in case you don't catch him until close to daybreak, you're going to definitely not want him in the shade. So we'll have to put up some temporary blocks blocking the sun so we can get him in here. Once we get him in here, it'll be easy peasy, and we'll be able to move him where we want, when we want, and we'll never have to deal with fighting him again. So I have some things here. So once we get him in here, I'll show you how it's easy to get him wherever you want from there. We're going to use rails for that. And then I also have one splash potion, a weakness, and a golden apple, so I can show you how we're going to affect this guy over and over. We'll do it once in this episode at least. I have a whole bunch of those. I think in the next episode, we'll get into that part in earnest, and we'll go back to making the potions and what's involved in that, and then we'll level him all the way down to 1 emerald trade, and then we'll do the whole process. We'll collect a villager from the villager breeder. We'll send him over here, put him right into one of these stalls. Then we'll zombify him. And you can see just how, now that with the last few episodes we've done, the prep work, how easy, really easy and painless it's going to be to get this done after that. Okay, so now at this point, I just want to, let's see, what time of day is it? It's starting to get night. I definitely want to have my, I don't know if I think I might have forgot the name tags. Let me look real quick. And yeah, it looks like I forgot the name tag. So I'm going to run over to my base real quick and get the name tag so we have everything we need. And then we'll wait for night and we'll get the ball rolling. Okay, guys, we're back here, and I built just a little temporary roof to keep the zombie out of the shade in case we have to move him in the daylight. And like I said, well, we'll only need it. We'll only need that overhang. Once we get him out of here, we're going to put the decking back, and then we'll only need something from here into the entrance. So like I said before, I'll probably just make it the trees overhanging up higher, and so you really won't even notice it. So when we move him from here to the inside to infect somebody and then back, he won't be taking damage when he goes through here because, you know, it's not that tough. But capturing zombies can be a little bit of a pain, so we don't have to do it over and over again. And then the way this thing works is you can see that there's a powered rail there, but it's not powered. So when we want to send him in there, we just hit that button. That powers for just a moment, sends him in, and then when we want to send him back, we'll just send him back. Okay, so now we just got to wait for nighttime. So we'll be back as soon as the sun goes down. All right, guys, so here we are. We're a little bit away. You can see the jungle marketplace is right over there. We're a little closer to the, well, you can see the jungle treehouse, the villager treehouse is up there, and these rails go down into the ground there where the collection system is. Makes it easy to collect up our villagers, and we're just waiting for it to get dark, and we're a little ways away because mobs won't spawn within a certain distance of you. So if we want them to spawn on that decking that I took the lights out of, we want to be a little bit away from there. So sun's going down, moon's coming up. So as soon as we start to see stuff, some mobs spawn out here in the distance, then we can head over there. Now, the trickiest thing about this is going to be, you know, there's no way to make only zombies with what I've done over here spawn, so we could get some skeletons. They're not so bad, but you know, we could get some creepers too, and we got to be careful that the creepers don't start blowing stuff up on us. So that's going to be, capturing the zombie is not the hardest part. Capturing the zombie, if there's a bunch of other mobs around, could be a little tricky, so we'll just have to make the best of it. We'll see what happens, but I don't see anything spawning quite yet, but should be pretty soon. Now, nothing should be able to spawn up here. These slabs are the bottom half of a block, and then, of course, things don't spawn on rails either. So we'll be safe here. There's nothing for them directly above us for them to drop down on us on. Okay, so we're going to run over there and try our luck. Let's see if there's anything there yet. Something just shot at me, so... Oh, Enderman. Okay, that's not good. Who's shooting at me? Oh, that's a trident. Hello. You know, I can shoot back. Did I one-shot him? Oh, hello. Another trident. Holy cow. I want to make sure that he didn't drop a trident here. No, no such luck. Okay, well, at any rate, things are obviously spawning. Oh, man, I don't want to... Hopefully we don't accidentally have the Enderman after us. All right, so we got no zombies yet. Nobody's wandered in here. All right, I don't want to deal with this Enderman at an inopportune moment. So we're going to deal with him right now. Hi. Oh, like this. There you go. Perfect. Well, we only need one zombie. Well, we got two. And we got a third. Okay, so we're starting to get a little bit overwhelmed here. Hello, Spidey. All right, we're going to go try to sleep. I've got good armor and a decent weapon, so I'm not so worried that they're going to really do any damage, but... I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep here. I think we're too close to mobs. But I just want to get to the next stage, so in order to do that, we're going to want to make it daytime. All right, so we'll go try to find a spot where we can sleep and make it day. Oh, there's a witch. Ooh, you know, hello, witch. You're not going to burn in the daytime, so we definitely want to take you out. Thank you very much. What did we get? Redstone. Okay, whatever. Alrighty, so we have two zombies. Well, that complicates it just a little bit. So what we'll probably do is we'll probably just off one of them because he'll really just be in the way at this point. And there's no real benefit to having a, I don't know, maybe we can move a second one somewhere. So maybe we won't. Let's just, it's just going to make it harder to work with. And I only brought one rail cart. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to take some of these rails. And we place it down in a little circle pattern like that. And we take a mine cart, place a mine cart on there. Now normally what I do is I would jump down there and push the cart, but in this case, there we go, he got in. Okay, great. So let's do this. Let's, I'm gonna have to go get since we have another one, and maybe we'll save him, because I can just leave him here under the stairs for now. I'm gonna get him in a mine cart as well, so that I just have to go grab one. I will be, so that way we don't have to, waste them, because I can keep one of them right here to infect our villagers, and I don't know, we might be able to use another one for an iron farm or something like that, but we'll get him in a cart, so I'll be right back with another cart. You know, I might put him in this little... I might keep that second zombie as kind of a pet. So what I was going to do is I was going to house the zombie that we used to infect the villagers over here before I had the idea to make a jungle pier marketplace. And the theme was going to be, so there's my nether portal, and it's kind of running, the infection is running through the water, and it's slowly taking over this cabin, and I was going to have the zombie in here, and then have the rails go underground and go to wherever the marketplace was going to be. But it seemed to make more sense to have them over there, so I was wondering what I was going to do with this. Maybe I'll just have this be a residence for the other zombie. So we can decide that later, but that's what this hut is all about and why it's here. What's going to go here, incidentally, is this is going to be either here or over here. I think maybe over here. I'm going to build a axolotl sanctuary where we can breed them and they can't get out, but it'll look real nice for them. And actually, I had a creeper explosion right here, and normally I would fill that back in, but this was a good start to our pond. So that's what's going to happen here in the very near future, because what I want to do is there's at least one ocean temple nearby. And I want to use, I've never used axolotls to help me in battle before. So what I want to do is I want to conquer that ocean monument, and I'm going to use some axolotls to help me out on the guardians, on the elder guardians. So that's what we're going to do pretty soon. But right now, we for this episode, next episode, we're probably going to be dealing with this villager hall, so we can pretty much have any trade we want for next to nothing. All right, so I've got the extra minecart. Let's get back over there. And this is the villager breeder up there. You can hear the villagers. And then down here is the collection system. We auto-collect them right here. If we hit that button, this ejects a minecart. It collects a villager. And it also powers that rail and sends them on their way over to the jungle marketplace, so you can see how easy it is. So the villagers breed up in the treehouse, and then there's a chute right there. They fall down into the water stream pushes them to this corner, and that's how they get collected. So that's how all that works, and then we'll see that in the next episode. But for now, let's get back over there and get that zombie into place so we can start infecting this villager with the mending and get that down to 1 emerald. Well, today we're probably just going to affect him once, and we'll see what kind of a discount infecting him and curing him one time gets us. And oh boy, the Endermen are out today. And then you can also see that I got to finish these. I got to go to the Nether and get some more quartz so I can finish the surround on this rail. Kind of a modern looking rail. But I suppose this sort of a thing would be, for the purposes we're using, would be post-apocalypse anyway. So, okay, so now what we want to do is, now we don't have rails down there to assist us on. Where did he go? Oh, you know what? Oh, I got so lucky. The only reason this guy didn't despawn, I didn't put the name tag on him. And I got lucky. He's in the minecart, or he would have despawned as well. Oh, that was an oversight. Okay, so there you go. Learn from my mistake. First thing you do when you capture these guys, name them. Okay, so we named him Patient Zero. So that's a bummer. We lost one that we had trapped. So what I'll probably do is just leave this trap here for the time being so that I can get another one to bring over there. Or maybe I'll just capture one closer to there. At any rate. Okay, so now we just got to get this guy in here, and then we'll be in total control. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some rails set up. Now he can't go anywhere, so he took my trap door. Well, that was rude. All right, so what we're going to do now, and I'll have to make this a whole block, I think. Okay, now here's where it's possible you could take a hit from this guy. So just have your shield out and have your health topped off so that if you take a hit or two, it won't be any big deal. So what we got to do is we're going to have to break that rail. We're going to dig out this block, and we want to put a powered rail. There we go. So now it's connected up to that one. I think I'm going to replace this one with a powered rail. Now, we won't need to because we can power it from up here. All right, so another powered rail, and redstone torch. This should power them. Yes, it does. We want that to curve this way. There you go. Now, this is where you're probably going to take a hit. We just got to push this thing enough to get it to start going, then it'll go on in there. So, so just be ready with your shield. There you go. He's trying, but we give that little push. And boom, he is in place. Now we can take these rails up. All right, I'm probably just going to take this out by now. If I trap another zombie, there are easier locations to trap them at. So let me just fill this in right quick and repair this. Okay, here we are. This is all repaired. I just got to put the lanterns back, so when night comes, we're not having a problem. I took down some of the blocks over our head because we don't need them anymore. Okay, so now he's in place. If we hit that button, it'll send him on his way. So we want to make sure over here. So we've got this routed right. If we have this the wrong way, this will send him right into the collection system, and he'll start infecting those guys over there. We don't want that, so we want to make sure that the switch is got this, so it sends them in here. All right. And now we want to configure this so that it'll do what we want. Okay, so what we're going to want. All right, so we want to bring him, and we want to stop him right there. So we're going to go ahead and let's get a couple powered rails here. There you go. That's plenty of momentum. Now we'll get regular rails in. Okay, so we want him to make this corner, and we want him to stop right here. So actually, this rail needs to be a powered rail. That way we can send him back. Okay, we'll put a block here, and we need a button for the block. So that way, yeah, it flicks that trapdoor there too, but that won't matter. Okay, so that way when we're ready to send him back, we can send him back. So that's it. So if we send him in here, he's going to come over here, he's going to stop right here and infect this guy. Now, once in a while, when he comes in, if he can see either you or somebody else, sometimes the zombie is looking at somebody else and won't attack this guy. If that happens, just place down some blocks so that the only zombie that he can see is, or the only villager he can see is the one you want to infect. So again, this guy right now is mending for 16 books. So let's go ahead and get started here. I can just open this up. I can leave this open or closed. The zombie will go right through it either way. And we're going to go ahead and send him in. Yeah, you had to get that parting shot in, didn't you? Okay, so he's not attacking him yet, but he will. It'll take a minute. So let's just put up a few temporary blocks here. Okay, so I ran away to the end of the dock over here, and that must have been far enough away to get the zombie's attention off of me, and he has, in fact, infected the villager. Okay, so now he's done what we want, so we're going to go ahead and break out these temporary blocks here. Okay, we're going to send him back. He's away safely in his hidey hole. And now we have ourselves an infected villager. So now we're going to take our splash potion of weakness and a golden apple, and we'll go over making all this stuff in the next episode when we do it in its entirety. So we want to go ahead and splash him with that. Give him a golden apple. And voila, he's going to start to be cured. And we'll just wait. I think it's 5 minutes we got to wait. And there you go. He is now cured. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see. Here, let's go greet him from the front as a customer. Hello, sir. What are your trades today? There you go. So look at that. We got it down to 1 emerald in a book. That's down to 18. Now, we'll get this paper down. If we keep doing this to him, we'll get this over and over again. But now, if I just had a book, boy, 1 emerald for a mending book. That's pretty sweet. Only had to do it one time. Now it's going to be super easy to level this guy up to master level. As well. Is the sun going down here? Okay, so also, incidentally, I want to mention, you're going to want to be in hard mode to do this. This will work, this method, super simple. Now, it will work in Bedrock and in Java, but you're going to have to be in hard mode. And the reason is, if a zombie attacks a villager in normal mode, he might kill him. The only way to guarantee he's going to convert him into a zombie villager is if you're in hard mode. Of course, hardcore mode works also, but you can't be in normal or easy. So you have, and that applies to Bedrock and Java. So that's the key there. Okay, let's have a quick sleep here. All right, so you can see in the text there, I've reached the goal, zombie doctor. Okay, perfect. Okay, great. So now that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this episode. What I'm going to do next episode is going to be about making the potions and grabbing a villager. We started with the villager already in place here, so we're gonna do this as if it was the first one. We're gonna grab one of our villagers from over there in the villager breeder distribution area, and we're gonna send a new villager over here, and we're gonna get him into whatever stall we want here, and we're gonna do the whole thing from scratch, and we're going to brew the potions as well. I have a whole bunch of them brewed, but I want to go ahead and show you how to make the potions, because to make the potion of weakness, it's a little bit different than most potions. So in between episodes, I'm probably just going to continue to send the zombie over here and keep infecting him until we get this down, but it'll be super easy to level him up now. All right, guys, I think that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you learned something. Maybe you just were entertained in some other way. But please drop the video a like. Please subscribe to my channel, and you'll never miss anything. Okay, great. Until next time, bye-bye.